If you'll bear with us just for a few minutes, I've got just a couple of announcements, and then we're going to have a very short business meeting to take up the issue of a lawnmower, which we need to replace. This evening, you are all invited to join us in the first evening of the Zion's Ridge Reunion. Registration and camp setup is from 1 to 5. Song services at 7 to 7:30, and there will be a sacrament service beginning at 7:30. There are flyers in the back for registration as well as the schedule. It's going to be a beautiful camp this year. Certainly going to have nice weather at least first part of the week. And so I would urge this congregation to support that reunion this week with all my heart. Wednesday night, our prayer service here, and I hate to do this, and we haven't done this very often, but we are going to suspend our prayer service this week in support of the Zion's Ridge reunion. One of our brothers, Andrew Neal, is going to be speaking that night, and I certainly encourage everybody from this congregation to join us on that particular evening. Once again, I would ask you to bring snacks in to the kitchen, which is dry at this point in time. There will be no women's meeting this week, this Thursday, again because of Zion's Ridge Reunion. And summer series begins June the 8th, a week from now, in the evening at Waldo, as you all know. I want to, before we sing the birthday and do the short business meeting, I want to recognize our brother Jordan Brennan. Went to his work when they were reaching out and looking for charitable groups that they could support. He gave the name of our church, and we received a healthy donation from his job. So we appreciate that, particularly at this time. Appreciate him thinking of us and stepping forward. I go through a couple of birthdays. We got some birthdays this week. Tuesday, Braylyn Madej. Wednesday, Joy Kane and Johanna Lassen. Friday, Owen Smith. And Saturday, Brother James Andrews. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God bless you. Happy birthday to you. I forgot to mention that there is a first Sunday service at Gospel Park this evening, so if you can't make it to the reunion, you're invited to the joint service, brother.
I'm sure most of you have this insert in your bulletin. Brian Carline, I think a lot of you know him. In fact, some of you go to his ministry and help in his ministry. But anyway, he went to one of the branches here a few months ago and wasn't very well received. Now, this branch, and I'm part of the problem, I guess, we have very few come for Sunday school class. What I'm asking you to do, everyone in this room, and even more, will you come to Sunday school class next Sunday and welcome Brother Brian Carlson. He does a wonderful work. You know, the Lord said when the disciples came and said, there's people over there doing things in your name. And he told those disciples, if they're with us, they're not against us. He's really with us. He feeds the hungry, he clothes the naked, he gives haircuts, he does showers, he does all kinds of ministry. It's just amazing what he does. He wants to come and share his ministry with us next Sunday for Sunday school. Hope you all come. Thank you.
I second that encouragement. He's spoken here a couple times, you remember. Last time he spoke here was amazing. I also meant to mention this at first off the bat. The music that we had presented to us today was such a blessing. He even knows what I think. And the violin, I think if you take a couple more lessons, you might be a good violinist. She was unbelievable. I appreciate that ministry very much. That having been said, first of all, I want to tell you that we're scheduling a business meeting for a couple of things, including the building on the 24th of June. We're required to give 2 weeks' notice, so I'm giving you 3 weeks' notice that we're going to have a business meeting on June the 24th. If you'll indulge me, we didn't announce this business meeting, but very short business meeting because we have a crisis with our lawnmower. If you want the grass to look like it does now, we're going to have to buy a lawnmower. If you have questions, Bill can answer them, but I'll just tell you that we have 7 acres here, so we cut about 6 acres or so. We learned the lesson the hard way that we've got to buy a commercial zero-turn lawnmower to make that job possible for us to do. They're expensive. And so we're coming to the congregation. We've looked at 3 different ones. I think they range from about $12,000 to $16,000. And Brother Bill's going to decide which one of those 3 that we're going to purchase. But we need approval from this congregation to spend that money. It's a relatively large amount. It'll be a heavy-duty commercial lawnmower. Hopefully we wouldn't have to replace it for quite a few years. So I think Brother Jack has a motion to make.
I would like to make a motion that the Living Hope purchase a zero-turn commercial lawnmower.
Do we have a second? Chris Campbell seconds the motion. It's appropriate now for discussion. All in favor? Raise your hand. God bless you. Have a good week.